You made a choice that I never saw coming. Now, I find myself struggling to believe it. But the most difficult part is realizing that staying quiet only makes the pain worse. I'm not staying silent any longer. The hurt I feel is overwhelming, and I'm still grappling with the shock of what you did. But one thing I've learned is that silence doesn't bring peace. Speaking out is my way of healing. I don't know if I'll ever fully understand why you did what you did, but what I do know is that I can't keep pretending it didn't happen. I'm done with silence. I'm speaking out, and I'm not holding back. It's crazy how someone can be everything to you one moment and then leave you questioning everything the next. But silence only keeps me stuck in the past. I'm choosing to speak my truth, no matter how hard it is. The disbelief is almost unbearable. How could someone who meant so much to me do something like that? But what's even harder is the silence I've kept. I'm not quiet anymore. It's time for my truth to be heard. Every time I think about what you did, it feels like a dagger to my heart. But the silence has been worse than the hurt itself. It's time for me to speak up and reclaim my voice. What you did is beyond comprehension, but I can no longer sit in the shadows of silence. I'm taking back my power, and part of that is speaking out about what you did. It's hard to come to terms with the fact that the person I trusted betrayed me, but silence only prolongs the pain. I refuse to keep quiet anymore. My truth matters. I'm still in shock over what you did, but the worst part is the silence I've been living in. I'm done holding back. It's time to speak my mind and stop pretending everything is okay. What you did left me speechless at first, but now I've found my voice. I won't stay quiet any longer. This pain, this disbelief, it deserves to be heard. You hurt me in a way I never expected, and the disbelief still lingers. But the silence, it's suffocating. I'm not staying quiet. I need to speak up for me. The hurt I feel is indescribable, and every day it's harder to believe what you did. But I've come to understand that silence only amplifies the pain. I won't keep quiet anymore. What you did took me by surprise, and I still can't believe it. But I've learned that silence doesn't heal wounds. Speaking my truth is the only way forward. I've spent so much time trying to make sense of your actions, but there's no making sense of betrayal. What's even harder is staying silent. I'm choosing to speak out, to not let this define me in silence. I still can't believe you did this to me. The disbelief is unbearable, but I can't stay quiet about it any longer. It's time to speak my truth. even if it's painful. The shock of what you did hasn't worn off, and I'm still reeling from the betrayal. But silence only deepens the hurt. I'm not holding my tongue anymore. It's time to be heard. I never imagined this would happen, but now that it has, I can't stay quiet. The hurt is real, and my voice matters. No more silence. What you did shattered me, but the silence that followed was even harder to endure. I'm choosing to speak, to share my feelings, and to finally break free from the quiet. I still can't believe how easily you turned away from everything we built. The disbelief is overwhelming, but staying quiet isn't going to help. I need to be heard. You hurt me in ways I didn't think possible, and the shock is still sinking in. But the silence, that ends now. I'm speaking up for me. What you did was unimaginable, and yet here I am, trying to process it all. But silence only keeps me trapped in the pain. I'm breaking free and speaking my truth. I thought I knew you, but what you did proves I didn't. The disbelief is consuming, but I can't stay quiet any longer. My feelings deserve to be spoken. It's crazy how someone can leave you speechless, and yet silence doesn't heal. I'm done with quiet. I'm ready to let my emotions speak. I'm still in shock, struggling to comprehend what you did. But I'm done pretending. I'm speaking out and no longer letting silence control me. What you did was so far from what I expected, and the disbelief is suffocating. But I've learned that silence doesn't help. It's time to speak my mind. The hurt is real, and I can't believe what you've done. But silence only keeps me stuck. I'm choosing to speak up, to let my emotions out. Every day feels like a battle to process what you did. But the silence is the hardest part. I won't stay quiet any longer. I can't believe you did this to me, but I won't let silence define me. I'm choosing to speak, to let my voice be heard. What you did will never make sense to me, but I can't stay quiet about it. My feelings deserve to be expressed, and I'm done hiding them. I never thought I'd be here, still haunted by the echoes of your actions. What you did shattered the trust I thought we'd built, and now I'm left to pick up the pieces of my heart, questioning everything we ever shared. But don't mistake my silence for acceptance. I'm no longer hiding my truth. The weight of your betrayal lingers in every thought, every step I take. I can't believe you chose this path, and the hardest part is realizing that I never saw it coming. But you need to know I'm not holding my tongue anymore. This is me speaking out, raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic. When I think about what you did, the disbelief is almost unbearable. How could someone I trusted break me so completely? But now the silence is gone. I'm speaking my mind, and you can no longer hide behind the walls of your excuses. I still can't wrap my head around the choice you made. The hurt is so deep, it feels like it's carved into my soul. But the truth is, I've come to realize that staying silent no longer serves me. It's time to stand up and speak my truth, no matter the cost. What you did felt like a dream at first, one I couldn't wake up from. Now it feels like a nightmare that's etched into my every thought. But what truly terrifies me now is how long I kept quiet. Not anymore. I'm done hiding my feelings. It's incredible how someone can make you feel so loved and then tear you apart in the blink of an eye. I still can't believe you made that decision, but I'm not going to be quiet anymore. I refuse to let this consume me without letting my voice be heard. Sometimes, when the dust settles, it becomes clear that the hardest thing isn't the betrayal, it's the realization that you were never seen. I'm not staying silent because I want revenge. I'm staying loud because I finally deserve to be heard. The disbelief still lingers. It's like a knot in my chest that I can't seem to untie. But the truth is, I've spent too much time wondering how and why, and not enough time honoring my own voice. I'm done staying quiet. You might think I've moved on, but the truth is, I'm still trying to understand how everything shifted so suddenly. I trusted you. I believed in us. Now, I realize I need to speak up for myself, to give my emotions the space they deserve. I'm torn between the disbelief of your actions and the overwhelming need to speak up. What you did isn't something I'll just forget, and the silence is only making it worse. I can't stay quiet anymore, not about this. What you did hurt, but it also taught me something important. Silence doesn't protect me. I deserve to be heard, to express my anger, my hurt, my frustration. So here I am, speaking up when silence was once all I knew. I've spent so many nights staring at the ceiling, wondering how you could do what you did. And now I'm sitting here, finally realizing that my voice matters. I can't let my emotions stay buried in silence any longer. The disbelief has transformed into something else now, determination. I refuse to sit here and let what happened go unspoken. The time for silence has passed. It's time for me to stand in my truth. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is admit that someone you cared for has hurt you. But what you did isn't something I can sweep under the rug. I can't ignore it anymore. I'm not staying quiet because my voice matters. Every day, I feel the weight of what you did. It doesn't get easier, and I can't pretend it didn't happen. The silence is suffocating, so I'm choosing to speak, to let my emotions flow. No more hiding. What you did left me speechless, but no longer. I've come to realize that staying quiet only allows the hurt to fester. It's time to express how I truly feel and let go of the silence that's been holding me hostage. Your actions were a punch to my heart, and I'm still trying to catch my breath. But silence isn't the answer. I won't let this break me without sharing the pain and confusion it has caused. No more silence. I still can't believe it. How easily you threw away what we had. The betrayal runs deep, but the hardest part was keeping quiet. I've learned that my feelings are worth expressing, even if it means facing the truth I didn't want to see. There was a time when I would have kept my feelings to myself, protecting you and pretending everything was okay. But what you did deserves to be spoken about. I'm done staying quiet. It's time to speak my truth. I can't stop replaying what you did in my head, wondering how I missed all the signs. But the truth is, the silence isn't helping me heal. I'm done hiding from my emotions. It's time to be loud, even if it's painful. What you did feels like a betrayal that's carved into my heart. It's hard to believe it even happened, but I can't stay quiet anymore. I need to give myself the space to express the hurt, the anger, and the disbelief.